It would.
If we need an expert on licking ourselves, we'll give you a call.
And discover what happens
Shrek and Donkey on another whirlwind adventure.
after Happily Ever After.
Now, where were we?
Think Shrek's iconic voices are just cartoon magic? Brace for a jaw-dropping reveal. Mike Myers completely re-recorded his role to nail that Scottish accent. These are the stellar stars who made DreamWorks' Ogre epic unforgettable. Shrek, Mike Myers.
Actually, that would be a giant. Now, ogres, they're much worse.
There is no way that we can make such a video without taking a look at Shrek, the titular character and the man that voiced him, Mike Myers. Thanks to Mike Myers, the multi-award-winning Canadian actor, comedian, and filmmaker. After gaining prominence thanks to his 6 seasons as a cast member of NBC's sketch comedy series Saturday Night Live, he went on to make several fantastic comedy movies such as Wayne's World and Austin Powers. Thanks to his distinct voice acting abilities, Myers was able to make millions of kids spanning across several generations understand the complex character that is Shrek.
Layers! Onions have layers. Ogres have layers. Onions have layers.
Interestingly enough, it is believed that Chris Farley was originally cast as the titular character, so much so that he had recorded most of the required dialogue before he tragically passed away. Imagine what could have been if Shrek didn't have that distinct Scottish accent. Speaking of that Scottish accent, did you guys know that Mike Myers is of British descent? Long before he became a Canadian and an American, his parents, Eric and Alice Myers, were Liverpudlians who made a life for themselves and their 3 children in Canada after serving in the British forces during World War II. Thanks to this and his distant Scottish ancestry, Myers probably didn't need an acting coach to portray this accent that would make him famous in several movies such as Shrek, I Married an Axe Murderer, and the Austin Powers franchise, among many others. All he had to do was go home and listen to his family squabble. Donkey, Eddie Murphy.
Stay, but you know, I'm an asthmatic, and I don't know if it'll work out. You're gonna be blowing smoke rings and stuff. Shrek!
Although many may associate this character with Shrek calling for him with that Scottish accent mixed with anguish and annoyance, we all know that Eddie Murphy's portrayal of this character made it the hilarious character that we all know it to be.
Man, where do I begin? Well, first it was the time that old farmer tried to sell me for some magic beans. I ain't never got over that. Then this fool went off and had a party.
Another SNL cast alumni, Eddie Murphy may be the only person whose career is more illustrious than Mike Myers, thanks to movies such as The Beverly Hills Cop, The Nutty Professor, Coming to America, Dr. Dolittle, and many others have made him much more than a household name. Donkey seems to be one of the many bright feathers on Murphy's hat, as without him, we are not sure that we would have had a character that is as annoying yet as endearing to everyone as Donkey. We all know that Eddie Murphy was a source of joy for much of our youth thanks to the many amazingly hilarious roles that he played over his career that spanned several decades. Who still remembers when he played Mushu in Mulan? They should have put Mushu in the live-action version of the movie. But did you guys know that Eddie Murphy also charted at number 2 of the Billboard charts? Go listen to Party All the Time, an Eddie Murphy song that was produced by Rick James. Princess Fiona, Cameron Diaz.
But Donkey, I'm a princess, and this is not how a princess is meant to look.
The antithesis of the Disney princess archetype, Princess Fiona reminded us that not every princess is as dainty as they are beautiful. Considering how this character was so full of spunk, yet proved to be more layered than that, as she was indeed a damsel in distress due to her incarceration in a dragon-guarded castle and the curse that kept her hidden from the world by her parents, it actually makes sense that she was portrayed by the beautiful and hilarious Cameron Diaz.
Donkey, calm down. If you want to help Shrek, run into the woods and find me a blue flower with red thorns.
As we all know, Diaz is a prolific actress whose career spans several decades now. Although she may have started out as a sex symbol, over time her performances in several comedic and dramatic movies such as The Mask, There's Something About Mary, Charlie's Angels, Gangs of New York, and Bad Teacher made her one of the most bankable stars of her time. Lord Farquaad, John Lithgow.
Monster, here you are. You and the rest of that fairy tale trash poisoning my perfect world. Now tell me, where are the others?
This one may truly surprise you guys, because who would have thought that the diminutive yet tyrannical and ruthless ruler of Duloc, aka Lord Farquaad, was voiced by John Lithgow, one of the most highly respected actors today.
Evening. Mirror, mirror on the wall, is this not the most perfect kingdom of them all?
Another actor whose career spans several decades, the multiple award-winning actor, is one for the ages, thanks to his performance in several movies and TV shows over the years. Movies such as Terms of Endearment, Footloose, Kinsey, and Killer of the Flower Moon, as well as TV shows such as Third Rock from the Sun, Dexter, and The Crown. As such, we can now see how Lord Farquaad was voiced with such excellence. Funny enough, this wasn't John Lithgow's only acting gig. Looking back John Lithgow's long, stellar career, you'd find that he also had the distinction of lending his voice to one of the most beloved characters in pop culture today. Turns out that back in the day, he voiced Yoda of Star Wars fame. Sure, these NPR radio dramatizations of The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, but surprised you are, aren't you? He once also voiced the White Rabbit in the TV series Once Upon a Time in Wonderland. Gingerbread Man, Conrad Vernon.
The only thing you're ever gonna be king of is king of the stupids!
I hate these ball shows! Flip over to Wheel of Torture!
Thanks to Conrad Vernon and John Lithgow, we have that legendary interrogation scene of Lord Farquaad and the Gingerbread Man. Although some of us may still think that the Gingerbread Man may have held out some more before he gave up the Muffin Man and his friends, we just have to laugh at the voice acting of Conrad Vernon.
Okay, I'll tell you. Do you know the Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man?
She's married to the Muffin Man.
The Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man!
The American director, producer, writer, and voice actor who had also lent his voice to DreamWorks animated films such as Monsters vs. Aliens and Madagascar 3, Europe's Most Wanted. Thanks to these actors, we can see how Shrek was brought to life with such excellence. Which one of these characters were your favorite?
Order! I will have perfection! I will have...
Please let us know in the comments section. Until next time, goodbye.